Hello everybody, thank you all for your suggestions. This is a continuation of Project Save the Seedlings. I made up some soil using a third peat moss, a third perlite, and a third compost. Approximately, I eyeballed it, I didn't really measure it, but I tried to make it an even ratio. I have my pH meter in there and moisture reader. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's working, but right now it's reading just a little above 7. Definitely not acidic, and I don't think it's basic. To that, I also added some other stuff. So I debated whether or not to get some potting soil, but I decided to just stick with what I had in the house. So I have Dr. Earth organic fertilizer, which I really like, but I just had maybe like a fourth of a cup of that left. I did have some bone meal and some organic fertilizer, Miracle-Gro, that's in the back. And I also had a bottle of the mycorrhiza. So I added a little bit of each of that. In addition to that, I included Epsom salt and a little bit of rock dust. So all of that is in this soil. Inside here, this is one of my sad looking black trifle. So the root system doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit root bound, but not so terrible. Definitely the soil is still moist. I stuck my finger in there. It was moist, so I wouldn't have watered it anyway. So I'm going to try to shake some of the soil out so that I can add the new soil. Looking good. I think that should be enough. So I'm trying to bury it a little bit more than I had before. Hopefully this will promote some root growth from the stem. Okay. So I've changed 75% of the soil, 50 to 75% of the soil for each of these pots. And now I'm just going to water it and see how they do the next week or so. I thought that I would wait a week before I did an update video, but I think the results from changing the soil is quite clear. So this is 5 days after the soil change, and I wanted to show you what the seedlings look like. Overall, I've noticed that a lot of the seedlings are looking a lot greener. This one over here is the yellow pear tomato. And you can see the leaves sort of on top are nice and green. There's still some yellow leaves at the bottom. Look at the lower leaf. You can see at the periphery it's yellow, but it's slowly getting back its dark green color from the center. And it's really interesting to see that change. And this one is the Japanese black trifle. I think I showed this to you before, and it was looking really sad just 6 days ago. It hasn't grown that much more, but definitely it's a lot greener. The leaves are not falling off, which is a great improvement, and it looks like there's some new growth in the center there. Here's another one. This is the Kellogg breakfast tomato. And you can see the leaves up here, the newer leaves are nice and green, and the lower leaves, you can see the darker green slowly coming in from the center. I'm guessing that this is where the nutrients are coming in and slowly moving out. So things are looking good. I really would like to thank everybody for their suggestions. I think I've implemented a little bit of what everyone suggested, and obviously the seedlings are going in the right direction, so I'm really happy to see that. I'm hoping that in the next few weeks the seedlings will do a lot of catching up. It's still a little bit cold for the tomato and the pepper seedlings to go outside, but I think definitely the brassica will go outside in a week or two, and hopefully in a couple weeks the tomatoes and the peppers will follow. So I will keep you updated on how the tomatoes do. If they keep growing the way they are, I feel like in a week or two they're going to get pretty big. So I'm very, very excited about that. So thank you again, everybody, for your input. And I'm really glad I have all these gardeners to help me get my garden ready and hopefully have it be a successful year. All right, thanks everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.